stuck up, half-witted, scruffy-looking Nerf Hoarder. Hi, Nerf Hoarders! I'm back! Hi everyone, welcome to my video. Today's video will be a review of the Poe Dameron blaster, which has just been released in 2019 for the Rise of Skywalker, but was originally released for The Last Jedi back in 2017. Let's go! In the box comes the blaster and 3 Star Wars GlowStrike darts. So as I said in the intro, this blaster was originally released in 2017 and has been re-released in 2019. It's exactly the same blaster, but they've just repackaged it, so now it says The Rise of Skywalker rather than The Last Jedi on the packaging. It's based on the Glee 44, which is used by Poe Dameron and many other Resistance officers in The Last Jedi. I think Force Awakens he has that, obviously in Rise of Skywalker, and in Star Wars Resistance as well. A lot of the characters will use this if they're part of the Resistance. So how does the blaster work? Well, this is quite a simple blaster. It's a single shot front loading blaster. So you get your dart, push it into the end, pull back on the priming handle, which is really nicely built into the mold of the blaster, and then fire. As simple as that. Every time you pull back on the priming handle, you'll see it lights up inside, looks all purple inside. There's a UV light inside, and that charges the GlowStrike dart. So when you fire, it will light up, and it looks quite nice. You notice every time you pull the trigger as well, it's got a nice sort of Star Warsy blaster noise. And also, there's these lights on the side. They look quite nice. It's only on one side, which is a bit of a disappointment. Also has a tactical rail at the top, so if you have any Nerf scopes, you can fit those onto the top. So overall, very nice blaster to look at. Okay, let's take this blaster outside and see how good it is to shoot. Always make sure to wear eye protection. Let's go. So when I review these blasters, I like to ask, is it a good Star Wars blaster? Does it look like the prop that we saw in the movie? Are there any bits that look a bit odd? But this one looks great. This is one of my favourite molds for a Star Wars Nerf blaster. It looks great. It looks just like Poe Dameron's blaster, bar the colour, obviously, because it's a toy, so it's orange. We don't want it to look like a blaster. We want it to look like a toy, because it is a toy. So I don't want it to be all black, you know, playing in the garden. Someone's like, hey, that guy got a gun! And you're like, I ain't got no gun! So I'm really happy with this gun. I'm toy blaster. So yeah, it looks great. The actual mold of it now, if I bring up some pictures of Poe Dameron's blaster, and you can see the comparison between the two, some of these vent holes and these markings are pretty much spot on. They've done a really, really good job at making this product look like Poe Dameron's blaster. The only bit that looks slightly off is the part at the back here where the priming handle is, but that's completely understandable because they had to fit this priming handle somewhere into the mold. And they've done it quite low key as well. It's quite nicely tucked in there. So if you didn't know it was there, you probably wouldn't even notice it at a side glance. I tested the Poe Dameron blaster on my chronograph and achieved an average velocity of 46 feet per second. Ugh. Comparing this to the Nerf Elite average of 70 feet per second, this blaster is firing well below par. So my final thoughts on the Poe Dameron Nerf blaster. Overall, really positive. I love the mold of the blaster. It looks great, and it's really fun to shoot. So that's my two main criteria. My main criticism is the fact that this blaster has already been released in 2017, and they've re-released it in new Rise of Skywalker packaging for 2019. But it's exactly the same blaster. They haven't changed a single thing. So it would have been nice if they brought out some new blasters rather than just re-releasing blasters that we already have. But that being said, if you're into into Star Wars Nerf blasters and you haven't got this, it's a good opportunity to pick it up. And even if you're just into Nerf blasters, it's got quite a slim look to it there. So if you want to put it into a holster and just pull this out, you know, it's a great blaster for that, and it sounds quite nice as well. The only thing that might put you off is the FPS, which is really, really low compared to a lot of Elite blasters. But you know, as a secondary, it'd be fine. You know, you pull it out as a last-ditch blast, then you know, why not? I really enjoy this blaster, so I recommend picking it up. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video, and until next time, may the foam flinging force be with you. Oh my, Master Nerf Hoarder really does love his Star Wars Nerf blasters. Anyway, please like and subscribe to the channel. Come along, R2. We're leaving.